This young man didn't know what to do. He was struggling relationally, struggling morally, struggling spiritually. I mean, in every category that is, this young man was struggling. And so I said, let's meet together at Starbucks. And so we met, we texted back and forth. I didn't have a clue what this guy looked like. So I go to Starbucks, I sit down, and I'm waiting for this guy, the toughest, meanest, ugliest looking dude. And he wasn't ugly, he was actually quite handsome, but scary, ugly looking dude. Came up, little teardrop tattoo in his eye, all tatted up, wearing jeans. He's a biker, okay? Leather vest, tough guy. Sits down with his latte next to me. He's probably never had a latte in his life. And he begins to share his heartache. He begins to share the reality of his personal choices and the consequences. And he was torn, absolutely torn morally with what to do. He didn't know what to do. He got himself in just some serious, serious pickles. And he says, you know, he told me, he says, you know what? Yes. But I have a choice to be obedient or disobedient. And I looked this man in the face and I said, God just told me you are not a Christian. You are not a Christian. And so the first decision you need to make is whether you're on God's team or your team. Because right now God says you're not on his team and he's against you. Until you get that right, I said none of these other decisions are going to come into line. You know what he did? He went. And I was like, oh God, here it comes. Oh, here it comes, man. Just make it quick, Lord, make it quick. Have him punch me in the temple. And all of a sudden, that tattoo of a teardrop became real tears. And he broke down. And he began to weep. And then he began to sob. It actually got a little awkward. And right there at Starbucks, he prayed to receive Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. He brought his girlfriend to church, their children to church, his mother to church. And he's been attending Sandals Church for over a year. Getting ready to get married. He's giving his life to Christ. Now here's the thing. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. He went to be with Jesus yesterday. He was riding his motorcycle to work after a football game where he watched his son play. And eternity began yesterday afternoon, like that. Now let me just tell you this. It's terrible. He's got 3 kids. He's got his girlfriend, his mother. They all go to Sandals. They're a wreck today. But let me tell you, as bad as that is, do you know how I would feel if I did not share my faith with him that day at Starbucks? It would have made a bad day unbearable. Because here's the truth. He's with the Lord.